Right, so let's get to the sharp end then and think about how can we take a lot of this information and port it into our practice in a way that we can make a difference. And I guess, it's always one of the things with these, you've got to kind of start off and say, okay, why? So these are a number of reasons. So accept that there are a large number of dogs in the practice with OA which are not being managed at present. Would that be a reasonable thing to say, given the definitions we've used today? So these are potential clients, but also dogs who could be in pain, that we could do something about. Believe that it would be a good idea to do this. I can't think of any other group of animals that could be in pain for anything else in the practice. Make a plan to address this, because this is not something, these are not the animals that are walking asking for this right now because they don't know it exists. Try and understand, and this is the argument, because we're going to have to make it an argument, that there are real clinical benefits to doing this right up front, but also ongoing, in that we hopefully will have a healthier dog population come to our practice, and that translates into commercial benefits. So it's justified. It's not something we're doing as a charity. It's something that really makes a difference. And because the first thing that will be pushed back is, we can't afford to do this. Why should we do this? Doesn't make sense, doesn't make any money. And we've got to be prepared for that argument and determined to make a difference and measure that difference. And that would be one way of saying, right, let's give it a roll, see what happens. Okay, so I think these are all reasonable starting arguments to start off, say, well, this is what we think. Let's give it a whirl. This is another key thing to start the argument. This is this idea that the dogs here are the dogs that normally come to the practice as very lame, and we diagnose arthritis as the source of significant pain. These dogs are the dogs that probably have been treated or resolved from that and are still lying with chronic pain in the control group. The maintenance group are dogs with arthritis who have got the potential to become either of these groups. And the size of the boxes is not a mistake. That's the population of each of these groups. So you can see the big group is the maintenance group. And guess what? That's the easiest group to manage. So these are the reasonably well dogs which either have a risk or have arthritis, who need joint health, prevention, and a normal lifestyle. These dogs are in chronic pain and need that addressed and have mobility issues. These dogs have got obvious pain. Turn that round and say, this is what the practice is dealing with right now. These are the groups that aren't being dealt with. These are our targets. Does that make sense? So we're trying to quantify the market.